Dzień dobry, ja jestem Reweścik i widzimy się w obozie bandytów. Więc tak. Idziemy sobie do Dona, bo pomyślałem, że warto złożyć Donowi raport. Że gościu chce coś od nas. Zbyt ryzykowne, okej. What? No dobra, o Beppo.
So you're a hunter, are you?
Don't look to me next time you're hungry, Beppo.
Hey, I know how to feed.
I can see that.
Okej, spoko. Co nowego nie mogę, dobra. To idziemy do tego Dona. Powiemy mu, co wiemy.
Hey, come here. I need to talk to you.
And who are you?
Never mind who I am. My boss is interested in you and what you can do. Wants me to make you an offer.
Who is your boss?
A powerful man.
More powerful than the Don?
This isn't a pissing contest. I've told you what you need to know.
Who let you in here?
That doesn't matter. I can get to you anywhere you are. My boss can reach you wherever you go.
How can I refuse an offer I can't refuse?
We need a smart operator, and my boss thinks that's what you are.
You're one of Captain Romanoff's men.
Smart bastard, aren't you? That's why you're the man for this job.
What does your boss want from me?
Help. That's all. You can find something that a certain person needs, and give them information they need to make a decision.
Who am I supposed to help?
A woman. She has a small tavern down on the harbour quay in the town.
Patty, yeah, I know her.
Pretty clued up, aren't you?
What has Patty got to do with this?
Don't worry. She's not going to get hurt. Just visit her and do what she asks of you.
That's all?
Yeah.
This isn't some strange way of her asking me out, is it?
Stop asking questions and do it. You'll find it easy and you'll get paid.
Dobra, na randkę z Patty pójdziemy, fajnie będzie.
Alright, good. You'll hear from us. Have fun.
Have you heard of any discs? Crystal discs?
I've heard of many things. Perhaps I've heard of these discs. Help us. And I...
No dobra.
I've spoken with the Inquisitor. He'll agree to an armistice in return for some crystal discs. He claims you have some and he wants them. That's his price.
Crystal discs? That is all he seeks. What do these crystal discs do? What power have they?
The Inquisition found a gate buried behind the monastery. It leads into the mountain. The Inquisitor thinks whatever caused these temples to appear is inside the volcano. He thinks the discs open the gate.
But what is behind this gate?
If I knew that, I'd be the Inquisitor. The Inquisitor's convinced the answer to the temples, to the storms, is inside there. And discovering that is in all our interests.
If I let the Inquisitor go inside the mountain and he finds more objects of power, more magic, then that's it. He will control the island. We will stand no chance of ever winning it back. If I stop him entering, we risk the whole island being swallowed by these storms. I was born to make decisions such as this. I will not stand in his way. I will allow him to enter the mountain unopposed, and you shall go with him.
What do you want me to do in there?
The Inquisitor links this gateway with the temples that have risen here. That means there must be gold inside there, and there must be magic. We must take our share of this bounty. And if the Inquisitor is really only interested in all our welfare, he should agree to that.
Do you know where these crystal discs are?
I have one object that matches that description.
Just one. The Inquisitor needs several. And if he's right, and we need to get in there to save the island,
Well, we have a new excavation in a temple to the east, not far from your monastery. Fincher's overseeing an excavation at the large temple to the east, not far from the monastery. It's a big temple. Maybe one of these discs is there.
What makes you think a disc is in the temple to the east?
Well, can you think of anyone else? Searching a large temple has to make more sense than poking around in the wood. Wouldn't you agree?
So you'll give the disc you have to the Inquisitor?
Inquisitor Mendoza? The mighty Inquisitor Mendoza comes to this island, my island. He marches his men through the streets of my town. He tyrannizes my people and forces them into his service. Yet I am supposed to trust him? Trust a man who has betrayed every promise he's made, even to those of his own faith? No. I will not simply give this disc to him. I need something for me and for my people, if he is to get what he wants.
If we don't trust what he says, what's the alternative?
Bring me the rest of the crystal discs the Inquisitor wants. Once we have all the discs, he will have to deal with us on our terms. Now we know what he wants. We have the upper hand. Get me those discs. Then let us see what tune we can make our Inquisitor dance to.
No, to może być fajny ten. Fajny, żeby go, wiecie, przykabacić. No, fajnie, Don myśli. To co, ruszamy sobie do... już mówię. Gdzie jest złota dostawa, kryształowe dyski. Dobra, gdzie jest ten albo Patty w tarapatach? Pierwsze co, to złota dostawa. Pójdziemy sobie do Seweryna tutaj. Więc ja zrobię krótkie cięcie i zaraz do was wracam. Dobra, jesteśmy po cięciu. Jeszcze chciałbym sobie... chciałem sobie jeszcze przygadać, zobaczyć co oni mają jeszcze do sprzedaży. Czy mają jakiś lepszy... ma lepszy gościu łuk. Tylko potrzebowałbym więcej zręczności. Więc sobie trochę pójdziemy w zręczność, albo najlepiej tu kuszę może. Chyba wiecie co, pójdę pod siłę. Bo no jak już idę pod tą siłę, to już wolę mieć jako walkę. Dobra, tutaj ominąłem jednego ziomeczka. Rzędoszczurka. Pyk. Rzędoszczurek nie żyje. I teraz pójdziemy sobie... Szkoda, że nie mogę przypiąć tej mapki jakby. Dobra. Wiem mniej więcej gdzie iść już. No nawet mogę przypiąć tę mapkę, tylko że no wiadomo jak to wygląda. Nie wygląda to tak to jakbym to chciał. To znaczy nie pokazuje mi celu misji. Ale mniej więcej wiem gdzie to jest. Ale wygląda to na to fajnie. Wygląda na to, że seria się fajnie przyjmuje, więc dla mnie jest w porządeczku. Coraz więcej subskrybentów jest tutaj na moim kanale. Witam was bardzo serdecznie i dziękuję za tak ogromne przyjęcie serii z Rizena i shortsów z Gothica. Cieszę się, że wam się podobają. Tu są kolejne te ćmeły. O ty ćmoło. Dobra, tutaj są jakieś ciemy. Nie, ale coraz więcej żądłoszczurków na naszej drodze się porespiło. A to dobrze, coraz więcej expa, więc też mnie to cieszy, że coraz więcej żądłoszczurków się tu pojawia. Piękny soundtrack, nie? Cudowny. Oprawa muzyczna jest w tej grze naprawdę wyśmienita, wręcz bym powiedział. Taką... Inaczej, posiada taką fajną kwintesencję tego świata, tak mega to fajnie pasuje, nie? Klimacik jest mega fajny. Mega cudowny. Taki inny niż większość tych gier. Czy z Gothiciem? Nie powiedziałbym. Raczej nie. Raczej Gothiciem tego nie nazwę. To nie Gothic. To nie Gothic. To nie ma nawet na co patrzeć, więc... Dobra, jesteśmy blisko. Mięta. Mięta. No tam ktoś gada w ogóle. Tu jest chyba ziółko. Kolejne ziółko dla tego gnoja, więc fajnie. Tam ktoś gada w ogóle. Dzień dobry. Dzień dobry, Fredko.
I could find out how Rudolph's group are doing.
Any news? Wish I could spare you some men, but
I'll be fine.
I respect your confidence.
Zaległy raport o sytuacji. Czekajcie. Z Sewerynem, dobra.
How are things here?
We're constantly having to fight off gnomes. One or two are good sport, but I don't want to die at the hands of a damn gnome. Here they come again.
O, powstanie gnomów. O! Ło! Kolejne gnomy. Atakują dziody. Ło, jak poleciał. Gnom szabrownik. Ło, ty mendo. Ło, ty ciulu. Dobra, 2 na raz. Ło. Trzeba zniszczyć te dziody. Powstanie gnomów. Dobra.
Your gnome problems are over.
If only every problem could be solved so easily. Thought they were just biding their time. They're certainly more tenacious than normal.
More organized? You mean the gnomes have a leader?
Well, there's talk,
There's often no smoke without fire.
but this is just a fairy story. Some of the men heard the gnomes talking about the Geiger, but that's a myth.
Sounds like a campfire tale.
Yes, but the gnomes have changed. They've never acted like this before.
The Inquisitor sent me. He's waiting for the delivery of a crystal disc.
Damn, I knew he wouldn't forget about it. Blasted gnomes.
They stole it.
Afraid so.
The Inquisitor won't be happy about that.
I don't have enough men to fend them off.
So what am I meant to tell the Inquisitor? Sorry, you can't have your crystal disc back. The gnomes are using it as a kitchen table.
We've got to get it back somehow.
Good luck with that.
Hey, this is now as much your problem as it is mine.
Right, sure. It was...
That would help us both out.
I must be in a charitable mood.
Look, I'm sorry. You think I like asking?
So, where are these gnomes?
The gnomes usually come from the east.
The east?
Dobra, spoko. Zaraz sobie ogarniemy. Dobra, zobaczmy na nasze questy. Celu spóźnia się, Patty w tarapatach, to potem Patty ogarniemy. Rudolf, skradziony kryształowy dysk. O, jest i Patty.
You belong to the Don's gang. What did you go and do that for?
You have a problem with the Don?
The Don's men are thieves. They'd steal the teeth out of an old lady's mouth and claim they did it to stop her biting herself. Always have an excuse. Always doing it in the interests of the island.
But pirates are okay.
At least pirates have skills. The Don's men couldn't stitch a sail between the lot of them.
All right. I think it's time you were straight with me. What is going on with your father's letter?
If I tell you something, I'm trusting you. And you better not think about crossing me. So when I said my father was on this island, I meant was.
So he isn't on the island anymore?
No, I don't think so. But I do think he left something here. Something every villain in town would kill his own mother to get hold of.
What is it that your father left?
As soon as I find the next clue, I'll tell you.
Do you know a man named Balchuro?
No, never heard the name.
Strange. He seems to think he knows you. Says that his boss insists I help you.
Ha! Well, I bet I know who his boss is. He has no shortage of lackeys. Let's hope he regrets putting us together.
What are you planning to do now?
Well, according to the paper you found, my father had a hidey hole somewhere further inland. According to the clue he left, it's in a grave. I need to find that grave.
I'll come with you.
It's your call. I'll lead the way. When you're ready.
Dobra, może nas wyszkolić? Czego może mnie nauczyć? Akrobatyka. Otwieranie zamki, poziom 2.
Może ci się przydać.
Can you?
For really, you should. You
No
need.
dobra. Akrobatyka? Nie, dobra.
Let's go.
Make sure you.
Dobra, i idziemy. Wyprawa na zachodnie wybrzeże. Ja, wreszcie coś robimy, a nie takie fibzi-bibzi. Nie, Fredka? Idziemy z Patty. Teraz mi się...
Kombinujesz?
Co?
Właśnie.
Co robi ten futrzok?
No kombinuję coś.
Dobra, kolejny ten. Ty głupi sępie morski, co ty robisz? Dobra, Patty go zabiła. Ej, teraz mi się Teraz mi się takie skojarzyło, że przecież Patty to nie jest jakaś Patrycja czy coś? Dobra, nie będę już tego, bo...
Kombinował. Jak już?
Tak. Strzelaj! Do kuraka.
Co masz na kur?
No muszę je zabić. To był sęp morski. Dobra, to idziemy z Patty dalej. Dawaj, machaj tą dupcią. Ło, ale dupęcia. Frytka też ma taką. Fajną.
Coś ty przed chwilą powiedział?
Żartuję.
Ale nie przed tym. Czyś ty mnie nazwał frytką?
A, no, chciałem takie, że... Poczekaj chwilę. Ja muszę tutaj porobić, bo mi zginie Patrycja i co zrobisz?
Ty dziadu, uduszę się.
Ło, dobra, idziemy dalej. Hyc, hyc. Ale fajnie tak idzie sobie ten gościu. Nie wiem, czy zauważyłaś.
Nie zauważyłam akurat.
Tak idzie sobie tak pociśnie w sumie. Pociśnie, Fredka.
Ty się cieszysz.
Wytnie się. Okej?
Spoko.
Jezus, w ogóle jest jedna rzecz.
No.
Bo ogólnie jak...
No poza nagraniami mówisz...
Tak, po imieniu.
Nie, właśnie odwrotnie. Poza nagrywaniem do mnie mówisz ten... Fredka, a na nagraniach do mnie mówisz po imieniu, nie?
Przepraszam.
Ty dziadu, i tak cię kocham.
Dobra, poczekaj, bo... Aha, to jest wózyk, a nie... Myślałem, że to jakaś jaszczurka. Wielka, przyrośnięta.
No i widzisz?
Poczekaj, proszę cię. Idę z Patty. Widzisz, jak kręci dupą?
Ty zaraz będziesz ten...
No zobacz, jak kręci dupą. I tutaj mam jakieś wilki do pozałatwiania. No, możesz ten przestać, bo ja się nie umiem skupić. Dziękuję. Dobra. Kolejne.
Może ten, wiesz co?
Tak.
Może po tobie zrobię Rizona.
Bardzo fajny jest. W ogóle tak samo sterowanie z Gothicu 3.
Tak.
Tak.
Warto wiedzieć.
Ogólnie te dwie gry są bardzo podobne do siebie. Naprawdę.
Bo to od Piranha Bytes.
No tak, ale mniejsza, chodzi mi o...
Wiem, o co
Finally.
chodzi.
This must be it.
I hope so.
There should be something in one of these graves that will give us a clue what my father was up to on this island. Here, take this key. If something happens to me, I want you to keep it safe. If someone else decides to look for the same thing as us, they won't get far without that.
Consider it looked after.
Yeah, right. Try.
Tu jest prosty kufer. No i co ja mam zrobić? Ok. No to dobra. To zrobiliśmy to. Co się...
A little more for me.
O, coś tu jest. Tu jest coś do wykopania, to zobaczmy. Może o to tej Patty chodzi. Dobra, dawaj. Hyc, kuferek. O, dobra, znaleźliśmy.
Here, I found this casket in one of the graves.
Let me see. There's something inside. This is it. The next clue. The gods bless you and your shovel.
What does it say?
Are you this quick on the questions with everyone? Or are you working with Romanov?
Nie ma nic wspólnego z Romanowem.
I've got nothing to do with Romanov.
Like that, is it? This shows that my father hid a large part of the gold he looted over the years on this island. He's left a series of clues as to how we get to it, if we can find them.
A pirate with buried treasure. Who'd have thought it?
Might not be original, but no one's found it so far, have they?
No, but Romanov's worked out what your father did.
Yes, and I'm damned if I'm going to let him get his hands on the prize. My father would have a fit if he knew I'd let it fall into Romanov's hands.
Have you heard anything about crystal discs?
Are they some kind of artifact?
Yes.
I haven't heard of them.
Your father got around the... You think he could have found them? Buried them with his treasure?
It's possible. If he saw them and they're shiny, he'd have taken them. But you're going to have to help me find what I want.
Maybe. What do you think Romanov is planning?
He knows about the treasure. He knows I'm looking for it. And one thing is for sure. He'll rear his ugly head as soon as he thinks we're close. You can bet on that.
So how can I help?
The casket you found contains a clue. I'm just not sure what it means. It says there are 5 unmarked graves on the island. But he won't have put the treasure in those. Far too obvious. Think. Now my father was always fond of booby-trapping treasure. Maybe that's what's in these graves. Something describing the trap, telling us a way of disarming it.
Then I'll look for these graves. I'm not a fan of nasty surprises.
You do that. I'll try and work out where the treasure is.
All right.
Good. And be careful.
O, super, zaznaczy mi na mapce.
I could do with a decent map of the island.
You don't have a map.
O, dała mi porządną mapę wyspy.
If your father's not here, where is he?
I've not seen him for a long time. He could be off sailing foreign seas, locked in a cell somewhere, or rolling in a cot getting girls in trouble. He always says I'm his only child. With the number of women he sleeps with, there must be an army of us out there.
He's the loyal, fatherly type.
The storms can take him for all I care. But he owes me that treasure. He knows it too. I think he wanted me to find those clues.
Ła. Ale... O! Może teraz się po tego... No pewnie. No, to teraz mogę grać. Nie, Fredka? Bezimienne groby. Jeden jest koło mnie, ale nie wiem, czy zdążę. Chyba raczej nie. Dobra. No mimo wszystko, dzięki wam za oglądanie tego odcinka. I ja byłem Reweścik. No i co? To by było na tyle w tym odcinku. Trzymajcie się. Bajo jajo.